My name's Steve Margetts and I'm a director of Kamer Limited. Day to day it's about running the business, about developing software, about talking to clients and customers, updating the website, building collateral, you name it. There's only three of us, so we have to split the jobs fairly thinly between us at the moment. We started in January 2006. Prior to that, we'd all been working together in a company called Actix, which are actually based in Hammersmith in London, but we were in a satellite office in Cardiff. Prior to that, we were all at Cardiff University together in the PhD sort of study programme there. Myself and my two colleagues. Big sort of telecommunications companies, a bit like Vodafone and Orange and other players like that. Have a lot of engineering work going on, design activities for new networks. And to help them do this job, they use a variety of software tools. So we provide those type of tools to the engineers. The software that we write is quite complex and scientifically detailed, if you like. I had no idea what I wanted to do when I left school. That's one of the reasons I did the PhD, because I had thought about doing a career, and I knew I didn't want to go and work for a bank, which is a lot of my compatriots did in the course I was on. It's really been a kind of case of stumbling from one thing to the next, rather than a plan of ending up like this. I did enjoy school. It was something I really quite enjoyed, actually. I made a lot of good friends there, some which I keep in touch with today. I enjoyed the learning process as well. It was something I always quite, absorbing new things or learning new technology, or particularly on the sciences side, actually, was my particular flavour. I wouldn't say I found it easy. I enjoyed the challenge, I think, more than anything else. It was nice to be able to master something, get to a point where you really understood it, and then find out that actually you didn't understand it because there's more to learn later on, and that's quite humbling. My parents have always been very good. They've always left me to get on with it, really. It's mostly been self-inflicted, the pressure that comes to me. My father is a chemical engineer, or was a chemical engineer, he's now retired. And he actually had a PhD, which is one of the reasons why I considered doing a PhD in the first place. And my mother is taught in computer science department. So that was the inspiration, I think, for a lot of the computing that I've done. Although I don't think my parents would have pushed me had I decided to do something different. I think they would have been pleased had I been happy doing an apprenticeship or whatever it was I wanted to do. As long as I was gainfully employed, I don't think they really minded. Yeah. But I always wanted to go to university. I think it was just something I wanted to do. I went to Imperial partly because my grandfather went there, I think. Yeah. It seemed like a good place to go to study the kind of things I was interested in at that time. I go to work, I come home and look after the family, and I go back to work again, pretty much. Yeah. Having a family is a really good, it's been a real eye-opener for me. We've been married for a long time, but we haven't really recently started this family, so yeah. It's good to have something to go to work for, but it's also good to have something to come back to, if you understand me. Yeah, they're real inspiration. I'd like to make a success of what we're doing currently. I'm not really ready to give up on that yet, particularly at this time where things are starting to come together now, opportunity-wise. I'm not quite sure how long that will take. It could take 2 years, it could take 10, I'm not really sure. But until I've given it a proper shake of the stick, I don't think I'll be ready to look on moving anywhere else yet. When you start out in business, you're full of big ideas and I could do this and I could do that, and these are really great ideas. And what we've learned over the years is actually very simple things can be very effective. The thing about software companies is that you can run them on a shoestring. You can literally run them out of your bedroom, because all you really need is a computer and an internet connection. I wouldn't call myself a Bill Gates in any sense of the word, but I'd like to be, successful in what we do. Yeah.